Okay, let's quickly look at VAT, value added tax. And VAT is a tax that every single person in the country, regardless of how little money they earn, everybody has to pay VAT on certain what they call luxury goods. So you're not going to pay VAT on your essentials of bread and milk and pap and things like that. No, you're paying your VAT on your nice fizzy Coca-Colas and your energy drinks and your chocolates and your sweets and your chips, all of these things that are nice to have but not necessary. And a couple of years ago, they increased the VAT percentage from 15% to 15% from 14%. Right, so what does that mean? Well, the VAT, this 15% is a tax. So this 15% is a tax, and that means it needs to go to the government. But you're not going to pay this. You're not paying the government. You're paying Pick n Pay. You're paying whoever is charging you this amount of money. So it is that company's responsibility. Pick n Pay is going to pay this amount. So when they charge you something, they're going to include the VAT in the amount, and then they are going to pay the VAT amount to the government. So how much VAT would a business, Pick n Pay, add to an item that they want to sell for 85 Rand? This 85 Rand is going to go to Pick n Pay. Calculate the VAT. So in this question, we're not actually interested in how much you're going to pay for this item that cost 85 Rand. We know it's more than 85 Rand, but we want to know how much does this business have to pay the government for this item that they want to sell for 85 Rand. So 15% of this 85 Rand, 15% of 85 Rand gives us a total of 12 Rand 75. Therefore, 12 Rand 75 must be paid to the government. Does that mean that you're going to pay 85 Rand? No. How much would you actually pay? This is not what this question's asking. How much would this item cost you in the shop? Well, then you're going to say, well, it's going to be this 85 Rand plus that amount of money, which is going to be 97 Rand 75. So this 12 Rand is in that amount, and this is how much you pay. Pick n Pay gets 85 Rand of that. 12 Rand 75 goes to the government. Okay, let's look at a slightly trickier question. How much VAT was, listen to that, paid on a TV with a retail price of 5,999 Rand? Now this amount of money, this includes, let's say this is from Dion Wired. Hey, Dion Wired needs some of this money, but the government also needs some of this money. This is all the money you've paid. How much, what's that split here? Well, you must be very careful. This is not 15% of 5,999 Rand, because this original price was much less than that. That it was 15% of the original selling price. Well, this is the problem. We don't know what this amount is. All we know is the total amount. Now, if we go back here, we are given this amount of money here. We don't know this amount, and we don't know this amount to work it out. But if we use the shortcut that we could have used here, which is to say 115% of 85 Rand, remember that's going to give me my total amount of money, including VAT. There it is, 97 Rand 75. So if we go and think about, well, here, 115% of the original selling price must give me a total of 5,999 Rand. So if we want to work out the selling price, we have to work backwards. Listen to the past tense. We're going to divide it by 115 over 100, or you can divide it by 1,15. So let's go and see if this makes sense now. So now we're going to start off with 5,999 Rand, and we're going to divide it by 115 over 100. And that gives us here, now this number must be much smaller than 5,999 Rand, because we're looking for what is the amount that Dion's was going to sell it to. So that number is 5,216 Rand and 52 cents. Therefore, the VAT must be the difference between those two. 5,999 Rand minus 5,216 Rand and 52 cents. So what's the difference between these two? 5,999 minus 5216.52 gives us the amount of VAT was 782 Rand and 48 cents. Do you want to just do a quick check to make sure that this makes sense? Remember now, we're looking at 15% of the price that Dion Wyatt needs to sell it to. So that's 15% of 5216.52. That should give us 782 Rand and 48 cents, which it does. Okay, you might need to think about this a couple of times. It's not that easy. And you can see now that this is very different to saying 15% of 5,999 Rand. This is going to be more than 782 Rand. It's 899 Rand. The government's going to get lots more money if this is how we work out the VAT. And the Dion's is going to lose that money if they pay all of that amount to the government.